If you want to really get to the core of a narcissistic person in the beginning, and then in the middle, if you're with them and things not going right, and towards the end, there are 5 things you have to work on. 5 things you talk about, 5 things you bring up. Instead of talking about in the beginning when you meet a person, their degrees, their car, are they worldly, are they traveled, have they traveled, whatever. Talk about these 5 things, and it's going to let you know a lot. First, it's going to let you know if they're honest, if they can do it. If they say they can do these things and then later on they can't, you'll know early on, and you have to be willing to talk about these things. Don't worry about the hand size. You look at their hand size, look at their feet, women looking at men, look at their print. Okay, yeah, got it. But if you're going to be with these people, if you want to be with somebody, if you want to start a healthy relationship, here are 5 things that you need to be ready for and talking about, and not the other stuff. The other things will come. First of all, ask that person if they know how to show affection. I knew how to touch. I was a touchy dude, but hugging and comforting, I wasn't. I'm an affection dude when it's time to engage in intercourse. But after that, you're not going to get any affection from me. All my ex-girlfriends and my ex-wife complain about, Leon, you don't show affection. One of my ex-girlfriends called me last year, and she told me that I was emotionally detached back in the 80s when we were dating. And I was like, I don't want to hear that. We were cool. We cool now, but I could talk about it now. But back then, she said, yeah, Leon, you were emotionally detached. So one thing you would talk about is showing, can you show affection? Leon, what do you know about affection? Do you like affection? Or Leona, I don't want to put a name with that because somebody told me stop putting the names with it. But, the person, do you like affection? Can you show affection? What is affection? If a woman asked me years ago what affection was, I was like, infection? I can tell you what infections are, but affection, I wasn't affectionate. Only time I was really like touchy-feely is in the bed, and that was it. After that, women were deprived. Women were starved. Their skin was starved from me because I wasn't a touchy dude outside the bed. Ask them if they know how to show concern. I didn't know how to show concern. I wasn't a concerning type of dude. I was very unconcerned about your emotions, about your wants, your needs. When it came to a relationship, when it came to relating to family, when it came to relating to your emotions, I wasn't concerned about that. So ask the person that you're dating, can they be concerned? Do they know what concern is or what it means? These are some heavy, hard-hitting requests. Leon, are you considerate? Can you be considerate? I was a very inconsiderate dude. I would give just enough to keep her around, but she was always giving me more. I was very inconsiderate. And then they would say, Leon, that was kind of like inconsiderate of you to not be considerate. And I was like, I didn't know that I was being inconsiderate, but I was selfish. I was self-centered. As long as she gave me what I wanted, that's all that mattered. But talk to him. Ask him, hey, what is consideration to you, Leon? These are hard, grown, adult questions that people don't ask. I was never asked these questions. But through my studying and narcissism and my therapy, I was asked these things. And I was like, at 46, I was like, man, affection, being concerned, being considerate. Ew. And through my therapy, I learned that I wasn't these things, Leon, are you okay with being held accountable? Oh, hell, ooh. Even in the Navy, when my leaders would hold me accountable, it burned me up. I would be biting my lip, like crushing my root canals and feelings. Narcissistic people they don't want to be held accountable. But these are questions you ask, and that person's going to show you in front of you if they can handle it, if they are about this, if they like it, if they don't like it, or if they say, yeah, I'm cool with it, and this was me. I can do all of it. I can be held accountable. I can be concerned. I can be affectionate. I was lying because then eventually it will come out. Then she'll go, well, Leon, you said, and I'm like, I don't want to hear that. There you go, that trick with that book. I would snap. I was always snapping. Another thing, Leon, what? All my ex-girlfriends would always say, man, you haven't made love to me in months. Narcissistic people are in the beginning, they're all about straight up sex, like, quick and fast. You're going to get a hardcore 17 minutes out of me, right? But the making love, I was disconnected from passionate love. I didn't want it because it reminded me too much of love, the love that I didn't have as a child. So don't make them try to love you, right? If you do, they're going to despise you. Allow them to grow into it, but mention to them, I'm a loving, lovable person. This is what you're saying to the narcissistic person. Leon, I want to be loved. I want you to have concern. I want you to be considerate. I want you to be affectionate. You're going to have to continue If you have to continue reminding them of that, it's going to show in their face, it's going to show in their body language, it's going to show in their quality of time. They're going to stop spending with you. So show affection, show concern, be considerate, hold them accountable, and talk about lovemaking, right? And so I want to read something to you all that my friend sent me. It's a group chat that I'm in. We talk about God and we talk about scriptures and stuff like that. So just bear with me. Father, thank you that you speak to me. You speak to my heart. Thank you for giving me the inner ear to know right from wrong. Help me to be sensitive to your still small voice and hear it with clarity, to hear any alarms, promptings, and suggestions, to be quick to obey. My inner ear are people like Ray Kemp, my close friends like Nancy Manning, Lynn, right? I have a few lady friends, Gina's, that are my inner ear, right? Pastor R.C. Blake's. These are my people that have an inner ear that help me out. Curtis Thomas, grown men that have an inner ear. I may not always want to hear what they have to say, but they're my inner ear. When they call me, they put me in check. When they call me, they give me great ideas. When they call me, they calm me down. When they call me, they keep it real, right? They are my inner ear for my promptings, my alarms to pay attention. You have a bad habit of listening to your outer ear, the narcissistic people. Blah, 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 blah. All they're going to say is negative things. You're overweight. You're ugly. Nobody's going to want you. Nobody's going to like you like I like you. You never find another Leon in your life. Those narcissistic people in your outer ear, right? Get them out of your outer ear. Pay attention to the people in your inner ear. The people in your inner ear are ones that are really, really care about you. They're passionate. They're loving people. They're caring people. They're going to take care of you. Those outer ear people just talking, just blowing smoke, they're not going to help you out. They're not going to build you up. They're not going to lift you up. In fact, they're going to bring you down. So I just want to talk to you all about pay more attention to your inner ear, which is what I do now. I need it. I have to have it. Those people that genuinely care about you, just going to tell you things. And sometimes when they text you or they call, you might be like, you don't want to hear it, but they're going to move you in a positive direction. They're going to uplift you. So I just want to drop that on y'all to talk about a few things when you meet a narcissistic person or just in a relationship. Talk about showing affection. Talk about showing concern. Talk about being considerate. Ask them if they're willing to be held accountable, and talk about lovemaking. That's a part of a relationship, a healthy relationship. All right. Thank y'all for listening today. Y'all have a great day.